After 60, our bodies start sending subtle, almost silent signals. Your legs feel heavier than before. Climbing a few steps makes you reach for the railing, or even just standing up from a chair takes more effort. This isn't just getting old as many think it's a sign of muscle loss known as sarcopenia. More than 30% of adults over 60 are experiencing it without even realizing. It sneaks up slowly, like water quietly eroding stone, making us weaker every day, increasing the risk of falls, bone loss, and even shortening our lifespan. But here's the good news: getting older doesn't mean being powerless. Over my years working with older patients, I've witnessed amazing changes simply by adding a few familiar fruits to their diets. Not expensive medications, just natural fresh fruits that can slow down or even reverse muscle loss. And today I want to share with you 10 simple fruits that can help keep your body strong, flexible, and full of energy after 60. First, let me tell you about prunes. Sounds ordinary, maybe even a little boring, right? But sometimes the humblest things hold the greatest power. One of my patients, Mary 72, came to me complaining of nighttime leg cramps. She said, "Doc, I thought I just had to accept this as part of getting old." But after adding a few prunes to her breakfast daily just a few weeks later, she came back smiling. "I sleep better, my legs don't cramp anymore. It's not magic, it's science." Inside those small prunes is a treasure potassium, vitamin K, and powerful antioxidants. Potassium acts like a bridge, helping muscles contract and relax smoothly, preventing sudden cramps. Vitamin K is like the foundation of a house, keeping bones strong to support your entire body. And antioxidants quietly protect muscles from inflammation and aging. Can you imagine that just 3 or 4 prunes a day could make such a difference? You can add them to oatmeal, mix them with yogurt, or eat them straight as a snack. And the best part, they're easy to use and easy to make a habit. So next time you see a bag of prunes in the store, don't just think of it as a sweet snack. Think of it as a quiet companion helping preserve the strength in your leg spine and every step you take through the journey of aging. Next, after prunes, I want to talk about red grapes. Small, sweet, easy to find in the store, but beneath that thin skin lies a secret not everyone knows. I often tell my patients that eating red grapes is like giving your body an invisible shield, protecting muscles and blood vessels from the silent damage of time. Red grapes contain a compound called resveratrol. Sounds fancy, but think of it like a cool stream nourishing every fiber of your muscles and blood vessels. It boosts circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to muscles like fueling a machine that's slowing down with age. One of my patients, Richard 68, complained that walking just a few blocks left his legs feeling heavy. I suggested adding red grapes to his daily meals. A few months later, he came back smiling. "Doc, I'm not winded anymore. I can go for afternoon walks with my wife again." It's not just his story. This shows how science can live in simple things. Red grapes are also rich in flavonoids, little soldiers that fight inflammation, the silent culprit slowly eroding muscle strength after 60. Have you ever felt your legs exhausted after just a few steps? Maybe your body is quietly asking for the support that red grapes can provide. So next time you hold a bunch of red grapes, don't think of it as just a sweet snack. Think of it as giving yourself a chance to keep strength, flexibility, and precious moments of freedom as you age. I remember one of my patients, a gentleman over 65, who would come into my clinic every time complaining that his calves would cramp after walking. When I suggested he eat a banana every day and stay well hydrated, just a few weeks later, he came back smiling. "Doc, I can now go for evening walks with my wife without worrying about cramps on the way." Bananas do more than prevent cramps. They also help stabilize blood pressure, which, as we know, becomes increasingly important after 60. Studies have shown that people who get enough potassium daily have a significantly lower risk of stroke. So every time you peel a banana, remember you're not just enjoying a sweet gift from nature, you're giving your heart, your muscles, and your blood vessels a gentle but powerful dose of care. Next, I want to introduce a fruit that might not be familiar to everyone: Madrona berries. Tiny but packed with health-boosting power for anyone over 60. What makes them special is their incredibly high vitamin C content. And vitamin C isn't just about avoiding colds. It acts like a shield against inflammation, protecting your muscles, joints, and blood vessels. I remember a patient telling me, "Doc, I don't understand just a few laps around the park, and I feel so heavy and exhausted." When I checked, I realized he was lacking anti-inflammatory nutrients, which slowed his recovery after activity. After adding natural vitamin C from Madrona berries and a few other fruits, just weeks later he reported more energy even playing with his grandchildren without getting winded. Perhaps you felt the same, that your stamina isn't what it used to be, even if your mind still wants to do so much. That's when fruits like Madrona become silent allies, quietly restoring strength to help you live fully each day. Eating a small handful may be tiny, but it gives your body a big gift: endurance, resilience, and a healthy spirit to carry you through the years ahead. Next, I want to talk about a fruit that might sound unfamiliar, but offers incredible benefits for those over 60. Loquats, or loquat fruit. Modern research highlights their rich content of versolic acid, carotenoids, and fiber. These nutrients are not only great for digestion, but also act as silent workers, helping muscles recover faster and reducing the risk of sarcopenia by nearly 30%. I recall a patient who said, "Doc, I exercise regularly, but it takes forever for my sore muscles to recover." After including loquats in his diet and making a few lifestyle adjustments, he noticed faster recovery and shorter post-workout soreness. He even said it made him feel years younger. Have you ever felt your muscles losing flexibility, where even small tasks feel exhausting? That's your body signaling it needs care. And sometimes the solution isn't far away. It can start with a simple fruit like loquat. Eating one gives your body fiber, vitamins, and an opportunity to be stronger, more flexible, and fully enjoy every moment. Then there's wild blackberries, small but incredibly powerful. These deep purple berries are a nutritional treasure packed with anthocyanins, vitamin C, and manganese. Science shows these compounds support stronger muscles, healthier bones, and critically protect the brain from age-related decline. I remember a patient saying, "Doc, I fear the day I might not remember my grandchildren's names." This fear is very real for many over 60. Anthocyanins in wild blackberries can slow memory decline, while vitamin C and manganese act like wings, supporting the body and keeping you energized to move confidently each day. Just a small handful brings a fresh burst of energy, not just from the sweet tart flavor, but as a sign your body is being nourished. Aging may slow our pace, but it doesn't have to steal our strength or mental sharpness if we nurture it correctly. And sometimes that nurturing begins with a humble handful of wild blackberries. Finally, let's talk about Padrón peppers. Tiny green peppers often used in Spanish cuisine, but behind their mild heat lies a health treasure: abundant vitamin C. This vitamin isn't just for colds, it's a building block for collagen, the natural glue connecting muscles and joints, keeping them flexible and resilient. I remember a patient saying, "Doc, I'm not worried about wrinkles, but I fear weak knees climbing a few stairs makes me wobble." That's a direct reminder of collagen's role. When it declines, muscles and joints lose strength. Eating Padrón peppers may seem simple, but they contribute to maintaining that resilience. Regular vitamin C not only protects muscles and joints, but also supports skin, blood vessels, and overall energy. I always tell my patients, age may gray your hair or wrinkle your skin, but inner strength is what lets you keep moving. And sometimes it starts with something as small as a few Padrón peppers on your plate. The ninth fruit we can't skip is one that's familiar in many households: papaya. At first glance, papaya might seem simple, but inside it packs a very special power. Its flesh contains an enzyme called papain, a natural enzyme that helps your body digest and absorb protein more effectively. After 50, our digestive systems don't work as efficiently as they used to, so papain acts like a quiet little helper, making sure we get the full nutritional benefit from our meals to nourish our muscles. But papaya doesn't stop there. It's also rich in vitamin C and beta-carotene, two powerful antioxidants that protect your cells and keep your muscles and joints flexible, less stiff, and less achy. I remember a patient who made a habit of having a small bowl of ripe papaya every morning. She told me that not only did her digestion feel lighter, but her joints also felt less creaky when she moved. And over several months, her health checkups showed significant improvements. Have you ever noticed how simple, easy-to-find foods at the market or grocery store can actually act like a natural supplement? For aging, papaya is a perfect example. It's not flashy, it's not expensive, but it gives the body flexibility and resilience, something we all want to maintain after 50. And the last fruit I want to mention is one almost everyone has a lifelong relationship with: oranges and tangerines. Simple, yes, but also one of the most loyal friends to your health after 50. Oranges and tangerines are packed with natural vitamin C. You've probably heard this a lot, but its true value is sometimes overlooked. Vitamin C doesn't just help boost your immunity or protect against colds. It plays a critical role in maintaining muscle strength. It's directly involved in collagen production, the glue that connects and strengthens tissues from tendons and joints to muscles. I remember a patient asking me once, "Doc, should I take a vitamin C supplement every day?" I smiled and said, "If you can start with a fresh orange or a few tangerine segments each day." Simple, natural, and more easily absorbed than any pill. Have you ever noticed that just peeling an orange can lift your spirits with its aroma? Oranges and tangerines aren't just fruit, they're a message. Good health often comes from the simplest things. A ripe orange, a sweet tangerine segment, small, but they can nourish your body with resilience and strength from within. Now, we've talked about some amazing fruits that help keep muscles strong and energy levels high. But friends, how we eat them is just as important as which fruits we choose. Have you ever noticed that eating too much at once or only one type of fruit isn't necessarily the best variety, helps your body absorb nutrients more fully? Try combining kiwi, a few prunes, red grapes, or wild blackberries, delicious and effective. Timing matters too. I usually recommend eating fruit in the morning or as a mid-morning snack. Eating too much in the evening can upset your stomach or affect sleep, while your body needs time to absorb vitamins and antioxidants. For those with conditions like diabetes, choose lower sugar fruits like kiwi berries, prunes, or wild blackberries and eat them in moderation. I remember a patient sharing that this approach helped stabilize blood sugar while still enjoying favorite fruits, and their muscles stayed strong. Small but smart changes like this can make a huge difference. Eating a variety of fruits at the right time and in the right portions allows your body to absorb nutrients, effectively keeping muscles strong, energy high, and overall health robust after 60. Finally, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one last message. After 60, health is truly our most valuable asset. I've met many patients who told me they wish they had taken care of their bodies earlier, knowing that small daily habits make a big difference. One of my patients, Linda, 68, started adding fresh fruit every morning, orange, kiwi, a few prunes. Just a few weeks in, she felt the difference. Her body felt lighter, her arms stronger, and her mind sharper. Her story isn't unique. It's proof that consistent, simple changes lead to lasting health. Have you ever wondered what makes life full of energy in later years? The key is taking care of your body in small, consistent ways, adding fresh fruit, walking gently, sleeping well. You don't need big overhauls or complicated plans. Just small daily habits and your body will respond, keeping muscles strong, joints flexible, and your mind clear. So think of every piece of fruit, every smoothie, every fresh snack as an investment in yourself, your health, your energy, your independence, and your joy. When you care for your body patiently and lovingly, you don't just live longer, you live healthier, happier, and more fully. Remember, health is your most valuable asset, and you can start controlling it today, one day at a time.